If you're a gamer, you probably feel that video games are no longer enjoyable. Like, instead of playing them, just because of the experiences and for having a fun time, we rather just feel like a link. We feel like we are attached to them, like they are a necessity, but not fun. Instead of finding these games fun, we now finding addictive. But why? Before starting, I want to make clear that obviously there are some video games that we still enjoy playing just because of the sake of playing, that playing them doesn't feel like a necessity or an addiction. But if you are like me, you probably notice that recently video games are starting to feel like something we need, an addiction, but not something that gives us pleasure. Firstly, it is important to keep in mind how games started in the past, or how we experienced video games in the past. Actually, not too far ago, maybe 10 years ago. Well, we experienced video games as something we enjoyed. They were fun experiences that could give us a good time. They could help us relax, clear our minds, and be prepared for future challenges. They were basically a rest or an experience to share with other people that generate us a pleasurable feeling and made us feel happy, or at least the majority of video games. However, now video games, or at least for me, make us feel in a completely different way, because currently, as of 2023, most of the video games we play, instead of offering enjoyable, pleasurable experiences, they are just like a necessity. We are in some way attached to them, like we could be attached to coffee or junk food. It's like an addiction. We need it, but it doesn't make us feel good. Maybe in the short term, they will give us a spike in dopamine and make us feel happy, pleasurable, and even good with ourselves, but we are not left with a good sensation in the long term. We actually feel like if we completely wasted our time, or maybe that the experience wasn't fulfilling, or maybe like with a gap. We didn't play because we enjoyed the video game in the first time. We played because we felt like we needed it. This may not apply to everyone, but in general rules, video games in the past felt something that we enjoy, while now they feel like something we need to do, or something we are addicted, not something pleasurable. Obviously, there has been a change in the gaming industry. The architecture of video games has changed massively over the course of years. However, there is also another factor that has to do with us. When we were little, we built up nostalgia around different video games. Maybe something that felt amazing, incredible long ago, now it doesn't feel the same way. As humans, we are affected by nostalgia, and we make things in the past like if they were better than they actually are. However, even though there is a nostalgia factor, as I mentioned before, the architecture in video games has massively changed. But why this change in architecture? Well, for this, we just need to see how the video game market has changed over time. Before, companies were interested in making short, enjoyable experiences that once you pay, you get the full experience, and their objective is the enjoyment of the customer. However, now the business model has changed frenetically. If you see, before you purchased a video game and you had the game, but now most of the video games are actually free, and how they monetize them is by flooding them with ads and microtransactions. So, because of this change in business model, there is also a change in the way they design video games. Before, they were designed, as I mentioned earlier, to be enjoyable, fun experiences to explore, something creative, something to offer us novelty, things that we haven't experienced before, immerse us in new worlds. But now, to be able to make money out of us, basically by using ads, microtransactions, loot boxes, etc., what they want is that we are constantly addicted to the game, that we need that game. Instead of treating the game as a new experiences, they treat it as something repetitive, something simple that will flood our monkey brains with dopamine so that we want more, and we continue playing that game and purchasing things and spending our money. For example, Minecraft is a game that offers us a one-time experience. Once we have purchased the game, there is, well, anywhere else we can spend our money. So, Minecraft offers us experiences, they offer us novelty, something new. But for example, a free game like Clash of Clans, the intention is having repetitive and constant mechanics that doesn't overwhelm us, but give us spikes of dopamine that keep us engaged to the game so that we can make purchases. Also, other games like this include Fortnite, as they try to engage us to the game so that we make purchases. Or basically any game that has loot boxes is designed to be addictive rather than an experience to enjoy. In conclusion, we can see a change in how video games have gone from being more in the fun side to the addictive side because of the change in the business model of video games. However, I'm not saying that every game now is addictive and not fun, and this will massively depend on the person. Maybe you find enjoyment with games which are designed to take out your money, and well, this is completely fine. But in general rules, we are switching from instead of playing games for fun just because of an addiction. And that is all for today. If you like the video, like, subscribe, tell me your opinions in the comments and what you think about video game addiction or fun, and peace out!